Sounds like one mixed with iron. We'll dig this up. Sounds like one that's mixed with some iron. When you get those mixed signals like that, a lot of times if it'll pinpoint right over the high tone, you know, chances are it may be a good target. If it doesn't pinpoint, usually you're hitting off the tip of a nail or tip of some rusty iron. So this one pinpointed right in the center, right where I was getting that mixed tone. I don't mean it can't be, you know, junk, but better chance that it's not. Okay, there you go. There's the coin. I don't know if there's any iron mixed in, but we'll find out. So there was the coin, but it had a lot of iron sound mixed in with it. We'll see what else is in there. I turn my pinpointer up high. It falses a lot, but I want to be able to, you know, find the stuff from a good distance. All that stuff here is just falsing. I'll go back over the hole. I may not have, the iron may be close, but it may not have been right in the exact hole with it. I dug the coin from right here where my foot's at. If I go back over it, nothing there, but right here. There's a little iron right next to it. You hear that? Almost a high tone in with that. Got another one here with iron mixed type sound. I see it. I'm going to pinpoint it. Right there, that appears to be right on top of the target. I get almost all iron. Let me swing around a different direction. The signal improves somewhat once I move a different direction. That way it doesn't, but 90 degrees it does. This is a tough one. It might just be, there's no telling. I was thinking maybe it's just iron falsing, but I'm getting a pretty good high tone once I rotate around it, so I'll dig it. It's one of those, you just don't know. I'll just dig it anyway. It ain't gonna take that long. Just a couple seconds. Could be something hidden, like a ring or. Okay, got something in the hole for sure. I know there's probably some iron down there, no doubt. So still down there. Kind of rocky. Hear that gravelly sound? Oh. Don't know what that is. That could have been what the mixed signal. Let me check it now. This out of the hole looks like a pipe fitting. That's definitely the 1243 there. Let's see if there was any iron in there. So that was probably that signal. Okay, there you go. On top of that, right here in the plug, was, whoops, I dropped it, was this S-shaped iron. I'm gonna run it over the coil. Yeah, that's where the iron tone was coming in. So underneath this iron was that other deal. So that wasn't too bad. It was a good target under some iron. Got another one of those mixed signals. Well, actually it's pretty clean now. There's center. Just a hint of iron mixed in. Alright, this one just had a little hint of iron mixed. Probably a zinc penny, would be my guess. But there's other stuff. There it is right there. Fell out of the plug when I tipped it over. Zinc penny. I believe it's zinc. Maybe not. I don't know. I can look at it. No big deal. It's only a penny. Let's see if there's any iron in the hole. Yeah, there is something else in the hole. So let's find it. See what else was down there with it. Maybe I hit on the wrong target. The zinc's still down there. There you go. If I can get it out. Look at that big old huge piece of wire. You can tell, you can see all the rust and everything on it. That's pretty good though. It hit a little bit on this, and then the penny also. Got the penny out, and this probably was underneath the penny, but still it's a pretty good, pretty good sized chunk of wire. I just dug that wire and that penny right here. Watch when I go back over it. Still picking up more metal. We got another signal, not the greatest signal, but it's trying to hit with a high tone. There's center. You hear a little hint of iron. Dig this one out. There it is. It fell out of the plug. Crusty zinc. See if there's any iron mixed in with it. Got a signal in the pull tab zone, but you know what? You don't dig too many out here, so I'll dig this one. You hear a high tone of pull tab and some iron probably, so there's the high tone. There's something in the pull tab range. And over here, something in the penny range. We'll start by digging this one. Man, it took my eyes off the spot. I don't know where it was at now. Oh well. I think it was right in here. I'll cut a little plug. I think that's about where I pinpointed it. Find out real quick. There it is right there. Thought I just seen a coin fall in the hole. Maybe not. That's a nickel. Man, that's weird. The nickels usually don't come in that high, not in the 20s. But that's right. Like I said, I was thinking gold ring, but I'll take the nickel. See if there's anything else in the hole to cause that. All that beeping you hear is falsing. It's not. I'm not leaving targets in the ground. I don't know if you can see it. It's back up now. It was my sensitivity, auto sensitivity was at 14. Here's a real mixed one. It's trying to come up with all kinds of different signals. So try to, even though this is in the zinc zone, I'll dig it. There's other stuff out here. Here, iron there. This is another mixed signal. Starting to rain a little bit. Good thing my camera and detector are waterproof. I'm gonna cut a little bit bigger plug. This had iron, low conductor, and high conductor all in the same signal. So had 3 different tones. This way, if it's okay, we got one hit already. There's the there's the penny. That would account for the high tone, I'm sure. But there's got to be other stuff in there. Here's another. There's a battery. That probably counted for the iron tone, or maybe the low conductor. I mean, I don't know. See what else is in there. So a coin and a battery. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll go back over the hole again. Hopefully you can still see it. My screen's getting some water on it, but I got one here that sounds like mostly iron, but if I spin around the target, it gets a little bit better. I get some high tone out of it. See, there it ain't too bad. If I was only to swing that way, I'd probably pass it. See, you don't hear any high tone. But if I turn and go a different angle, so we'll dig this one. Hardly no tone one way, but a better signal the other way. I don't know about this one. I know I was pinpointing off of a nail for sure, but maybe whatever the high tone was is mixed in there with it. I don't know about nail. We'll say iron. Some junk, I guess. It didn't really pinpoint right over the high tone. So, you know, that could be junk, or I see a piece of it already. I don't know what that is. It almost looks like galvanized, but not sure. That may have been doing it, the mixed signal. We'll keep looking though. Yeah, this might be the iron. Yeah, this might be the iron here. I think this is where it was pinpointing, was over in this direction. Must be small. Yeah, it is. It's a little bitty piece of wire. That looks like it. Got another mixed signal right here. You swivel around it. It gets a little better as I circle it, so. I don't know, not very good one. Got something down there. I think I might see a piece of wire, maybe. No, it must have been a root or something. Boy, that dirt's soft. Almost got into a gopher hole or something. There you go. Whoops, lost it. It's a coin. I wonder sometimes if some of these deeper coins aren't, you know, they're deeper, and for that little coil, the iron tone on some of them might just be because they're deep, you know, and you can't identify it right. But we'll see if there's any iron around. We'll go back over the hole. With that last one, I think that was a case. I think it was out of the detectors, because my sensitivity is only on 16. I think it was about out of the detector's range, so it was dropping it into the iron zone. See, right here, that's where I just dug that one. And there's nothing. This is completely clean. So here's another one, a little bit deeper for this little coil. That's more doing that thunking sound than iron sound, though. This is pretty clean signal here. This is pretty clean signal. There shouldn't be any trash, I would think. Got two hits, got something in the hole and something here in the plug. Okay, there's a coin. Looks like a penny. See what we got in the plug. I mean, in the hole now. Something deeper. A little bit off to the side too. This target's off to the side. I don't know if the detector may not even been picking it up. It just happened to be close. I think I see it. I believe it's a nail. Hear that? Yikes. Oh, I don't know if I get it out. It's a piece of wire. I don't think it was affecting the signal, but still, you know, there was wire close to the target. Here's another one. This may be a case where it's just a little deeper. So if I pinpoint it, right there's center. So we'll see what we got now. I still got the mixed tone right where it pinpoints, so something like this I'd dig. You hear that mix again. It's kind of a mixed tone too. You've heard the iron sound and the high tone. Well, I'm running it in two-tone ferrous, so it's only going to be one tone, you know, for the good stuff. There you go. Penny fell out of the plug. Wasn't that deep. There is something else in the hole, so let's see what was down there with it. There's the iron, looks like a little piece of an iron nails in the hole too. That's probably where the iron tone was coming from, because the penny wasn't that deep. You know, it wasn't deep enough to probably throw it in an iron zone. I put the response on smooth. I'm going to play around with that for a little while. Looks like I got kind of a low conductor here. Might get annoying after a while, huh? This was kind of a iron mix with a low conductor type signal. I mean, down in the pull tab range. I need to change the way I think. Instead of saying down in the pull tab, I need to say down in the gold ring range. It'd be a lot better. Instead of thinking negative like pull tab, I'll think gold ring. Still down there. Come on. I think my gold ring turned into a piece of lead. It is lead, it's real flexible. It's alright though. Another piece. Another piece of lead. This one's shaped, it's not really a bullet, it's just kind of a weird shape. That last target I dug, it didn't really pinpoint right over the high tone. This one did, so I mean this one pinpointed where I was getting the high tone, it pinpointed right there. So it looks like somebody dug here before. It could be wrong. Almost kind of looks like it. Maybe not. There you go. It's a coin. Just a penny. I got two targets here. One low conductor, one high conductor. There's the high. Here's the low. I'll dig them both out. We'll start with a high conductor. This is a high conductor. Got a hit. Still down there. This one pinpointed good. I mean, it pinpointed where it should have. There you go. It's a coin. Now we'll dig out that low conductor. This is right beside where I just dug that penny. No need to cut a plug on that one. Just cut a little slit. See, hopefully we can get it out. With this pinpoint, I'll go 3 or 4 inches easy. Right in the top. Oh boy. Look at that. Man, that is tiny. I don't know what that is. I've dug them out here before, but it's a tiny little thing. Got one in the nickel range. See if we can get this with the pinpointer. Must be a little bit deeper then. Bring 3 or 4 inches. Wow, I don't know why the pinpointer didn't pick that up. It ain't that deep. Maybe it's foil or something. Nope, it is a square tab.